I hesitated there because I wasn't sure where the conversation was going or what the goal was. I mean, I do take care of patients with different identities. I take care of many women. I take care of people with different identities. And so that's where I paused. I think, yeah, I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Well,
Hey guys, my name is Modi and welcome back to Modi Speaks. This video we're going to take a look at today is the perfect reason why some so-called doctors need their licenses revoked, and it also exposes how removed from reality woke liberals have become. Guys, if you are new to the channel or have not yet subscribed, please, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel. Like and share the video to keep people informed and join the fight for truth, freedom, and common sense. Today, guys, I've got a doozy for you. I just watched this viral clip from a Senate hearing, and truth be told, it has depreciated my brain cells. I just watched a so-called expert doctor by the name Dr. Nisha Verma, an OBGYN, spend a full 5 minutes dodging a simple question: can men get pregnant? And to even make it easier for a woke liberal like her to answer the question, the senator asking the question, Senator Josh Hawley, accommodated her liberal delusions to an extent by not just asking her if men can get pregnant, but specifically asking her if biological men specifically can get pregnant. And yet, she couldn't answer the simple question. This incident went down on January 14th, 2026 in a hearing before the Senate Health, Education, Labor, and Pensions Committee. The hearing was titled, "Witnesses Testify on the Use of Chemical Abortion Drugs." Yeah, you heard that right. It was supposed to be about the safety and the regulation of abortion pills like mifepristone, which have been a hot button issue ever since Roe v. Wade was overturned. Witnesses included people like Louisiana Attorney General Liz Muriel, who's been cracking down on out-of-state doctors shipping these drugs illegally into her state. But instead of sticking to the science on drug safety, we get this sideshow where a so-called doctor does not even comprehend basic biology. Why? Because the left's narrative on abortion and gender is so tangled up in ideology that they can't even admit the obvious. Now, I'm gonna play the clip for you guys without interruptions, okay? All my commentary will be after the clip has played out because I want you to observe and absorb the entire moment. The question, the dodging, the repetition, the refusal to answer a simple, straightforward yes or no biology question. Take a look.
I wasn't sure I understood your answer to Senator Moody a moment ago. Do you think that men can get pregnant?
I hesitated there because I wasn't sure where the conversation was going or what the goal was. I mean, I do take care of patients with different identities. I take care of many women. I take care of people with different identities. And so that's where I paused. I think, yeah, I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Well, the goal is just the truth. So can men get pregnant?
Again, the reason I paused there is I'm not really sure what the goal of the question is.
The goal is just to establish a biological reality. You just said a moment ago that science and evidence should control, not politics. Absolutely. So let's just test that proposition. Can men get pregnant?
I take care of people with many identities, but
can men get pregnant?
I take care of many women that can get pregnant. I do take care of people that don't identify as women. That
can men get pregnant?
Again, as I'm saying,
let me just answer the damn question. Let me just remind you what you testified to a moment ago. Science and evidence should control, not politics. Absolutely. So, can men get pregnant? You're a doctor,
agree.
I think.
Science and evidence should guide medicine.
Do science and evidence tell us that men can get pregnant? Biological men, can they get pregnant?
I also think yes/no questions like this are a political tool.
Right. No, yes/no questions are about the truth, doctor. Let's not make a mockery of this proceeding. This is about science and evidence, and I'm asking you. You know, the United States Supreme Court just heard arguments yesterday at great length on this question. This is not a hypothetical question. This is not theoretical. It affects real people in their real lives. And you're here as an expert, called by the other side as an expert. And you've been telling us that you follow, right, you're a doctor, and you follow the science and the evidence. So I just want to know, based on the science, can men get pregnant? That's a yes or no question. It really is, I think.
I think you're trying to reduce the complexity of a lot.
I'm not. I'm trying to get, it's not complex.
What the hell is going on?
I'm trying to get to an answer, and I'm trying to test, frankly, your veracity as a medical professional and as a scientist. Can men get pregnant?
I think you're also conflating
This is
male
extraordinary.
female with
No, I'm not conflating male and female. They're two different things. There's biological men and there's biological women. And I want to know, can men get pregnant?
What you were talking about is biological.
You're not going to answer my question, it sounds like.
Biological males.
This isn't hard, doctor. Can men get pregnant? Yes or no?
Again, I would be more than happy to have a conversation with you that is not coming from a place of trying to be polarized.
Can a hand fan speak? Oh, I hesitated there because I wasn't sure where the conversation was going or what the goal of this question was. I mean, I do come across so many types of hand fans. The blue ones, the red ones, the pink ones, the yellow ones, the purple ones. There are so many types of... Madam, I didn't ask you about the color of hand fans. I specifically asked you if hand fans have the ability to talk. And the goal of that question is just to know the truth, to establish reality. The simple fact of knowing if hand fans can talk or not. So I repeat the question. Can hand fans speak? Well, I'm gonna hesitate again because I'm gonna pause because I don't know what the goal of this question is, because I don't really know why you are asking me this question. I know that there are so many types of hand fans. Woke liberals, the most embarrassing set of human beings on the face of the planet. These guys have become a laughingstock worldwide. This is just unbearable to watch. What happened to common sense? What happened to reality? What the heck did I just watch, guys? This is heartbreaking. This is enraging also. And most of it all, this exposes a symptom of a much bigger problem among the woke left. As a normal human being who believes in biology, who believes in common sense, and who believes in the unchangeable facts of nature, watching a licensed doctor, somebody who is supposed to be guided by science and biology, twist herself into knots just to avoid saying no, men cannot get pregnant, is very, very delusional, guys. It is unbelievable. It is like we are living in some alternate universe where up is down and right is left, and biology is optional if it offends the woke mob. Guys, this doctor needs her license scrutinized and possibly revoked. If you cannot affirm basic human anatomy, how can we trust you with women's or even men's health for that matter? Biology is crystal clear. Biological men, those with XY chromosomes, testes, and no uterus, cannot get pregnant, period. Pregnancy requires a womb. It requires eggs and the female reproductive system. Now, that is not a polarizing opinion. That is biology 101, taught in every high school biology class what it sought. These woke fellows love to scream, follow the science, when it suits them, like on climate change. But when it comes to gender, suddenly science is polarizing. Science is a political tool, just like this expert doctor put it. Bunch of hypocrites, guys. But I'm happy that this senator didn't let her get away with her delusions. He pressed hard, allowing her to clown herself. This so-called doctor kept pivoting, to people with different identities who can get pregnant. She is obviously nodding to the other delusional group of people who call themselves transgender men, aka biological women, who might still have their reproductive organs if they haven't cut them off. But even at that was not what the senator asked, okay? He specifically asked, can biological men get pregnant? He specified biological men. Now, by Dr. Verma blurring the lines, she is erasing women. Think about it. If anybody can be a birthing person, the term the left loves, then women's unique experiences, protections, and rights get diluted. Title IX, equal pay for women, maternity leave, they are all built on the recognition of biological sex. But if men can get pregnant in some fantasy world, those protections then mean nothing. Now, make no mistake, this ties directly into the abortion debate. The hearing was about chemical abortion drugs, which the left wants to be mailed out like candy with no oversight. But if you cannot even define who needs the drugs, that is, women, how can you regulate them safely? Senator Hawley highlighted that these drugs causes adverse effects in 11% of the cases, 22 times higher than the FDA label claims. Yet our expert doctor wouldn't even acknowledge basic risks or biology. It is all part of the leftist push to normalize abortion on demand, even if it means denying reality. But the people that suffer the consequences are women in crisis, coerced into quick fixes without full information, and the society as a whole when we lose touch with truth and reality. Imagine you are a parent sending your kid to college, and their professor says something like, "Gravity is just a social construct. Believe whatever you want." Would you want your kid going back to that school? Never. Or picture yourself going to a doctor for checkup, and the doctor can't even tell if you are at risk for prostate cancer because gender is fluid. Absurd, right? But that is exactly what we are dealing with right here. So this thing you guys just witnessed here is not harmless, okay? It is very, very dangerous. It seeps into schools where kids are being taught that they can exchange sexes like outfits. It invades sports where biological men dominate women's leagues. And now it is in your Senate hearings where experts prioritize feelings over facts and basic truth. As a woman myself, guys, I worry about my unborn daughters growing up in a world where their womanhood is debatable. Because of course, everything that happens in the United States of America gets to other parts of the world. So if this nonsense is normalized in America, it is also going to be normalized in every part of the world. That is why people like me are fighting for sanity, fighting for my unborn children, fighting for the next generation. People like this doctor are blinded by their own contradictions. They claim to be pro-woman, but they cannot even define what a woman is. They claim to be pro-science, but they ignore chromosomes and anatomy. They claim to be pro-choice, but then they force everybody to affirm delusions or face cancellation. Their agenda is all rooted in cultural Marxism, divide and conquer by dismantling objective truth. But the undeniable truth is that God made us male and female, and science confirms it, and no amount of pronouns is going to change that. So as always, guys, these are my thoughts and my opinions, but please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to this channel, like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership or supporting the channel in any way that you can. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now, peace.